stay the same.
To start off today's eye look, I'm going to be taking my Sigma Blending A23 brush and I'm dipping into the shade Stealth by Makeupgeek Cosmetics, and I'm going to be mapping out the shape of the eye look. I'm only using two colors today. I'm using this gray shade and I'm just going to be mapping out my crease area. I'm taking it directly right above where the crease line is on my eye and just blending it very slightly upward. Doesn't matter if you get any color on the lid because we're going to be covering up that space later, but I'm just doing back and forth windshield wiper motions, taking very little shadow at a time and building it up slowly because I don't want to add too much product and then be overwhelmed and it becomes harder to blend. So just take as long as you need and just slowly start to build up this color and start to bring it out and wing it out in the outer corner. Next up, on a flat shader brush, you can use any that you have in your collection. The one that I have is by Zoeva. This is the 234 Smoky Shader Brush, and I'm taking the shade Boo Berry by Makeupgeek Cosmetics, and I am packing this all over the lid, and I'm bringing it up into the gray shade that we blended out in the crease, and I am going to slowly wiggle my brush back and forth into the crease area to blend the two shades together. And I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used with our first shade and kind of blend back and forth to make sure that there's no obvious demarcation from when one shadow starts and the other one ends. Next, on our flat shader brush, I'm going to be mixing those two shades together and I'm going to start smudging and smoking that out on my lower lash line. The reason I'm doing this before concealer is because I want to keep the look kind of dark and grungy, so I don't even want to take my concealer up and into the inner parts of my eyes where I have darkness anyways later, so I'm just going to be blending out that shadow from now. And then just adding a little bit of extra darkness in the outer corner with Concrete Jungle by Makeupgeek. To smooth out the edges and highlight the brow bone, I'm taking a fluffy blending brush by Sonia Kashuk and the shade Vanilla Bean by Makeupgeek, and I'm just running over that area. To line my waterline, I'm taking this eyeliner by Ish in the shade Teal-It, and I dropped out of the frame when I did that, so sorry. And now I'm adding some mascara. I'm just going in with a couple coats of my L'Oreal Telescopic, and then I'm going to fill in my brows very messily with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill in the shade Brunette. I'm just underlining the bottom half of the brow and just adding a couple of brush hair strokes throughout the brow, and then I'm using my L'Oreal Brow Gel. This is the tinted one, also in Brunette, and I'm brushing my hairs outward and upward to kind of give a very messy, undone look. Moving on to the face, I'm taking my Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation in Natural Beige and my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to start blending out my foundation. I'm not going to be taking the foundation too close to my under eye area because, again, I kind of do want to leave a little bit of those purple undertones that I have naturally underneath my eyes because I want to make it look very editorial and kind of undone. To add a little bit of a highlighted area, I'm going to be taking the smallest amount of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and my Sigma F79 Concealer Brush. This is one of my new favorite brushes from Sigma to blend out my concealer, by the way. And I'm just going to be very lightly blending this out and pushing this into the skin underneath the eye area. But you guys can see I'm not taking it all the way up and into that little bare space I left underneath my eye, like around my tear duct area. I purposely didn't blend the shadow on the lower lash line all the way in that area also. I kind of wanted to keep that area blank. Next, I'm going to cream contour with my Lancome foundation stick in the shade Bisque and my angled flat top kabuki brush from Sigma. This is the F88, and I'm going to be pushing this product into the skin. Now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder just to set the concealer that I put underneath the eyes. I'm taking a very small amount of it, and I am bringing it up on the sides of my nose as well, and that's just going to slim the nose without adding any contouring products to it because it's going to brighten those areas. And then without letting that sit on the skin for too long, I'm going to dust everything away with my Sigma F35 tapered highlighting brush. To set that cream contour, I'm taking my Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer by Too Faced on this big fluffy brush that I got from Walmart. I wanted to add a bit more bronzer, so I'm going in with my NARS bronzing powder in the shade Casino on the same brush. I'm just going over those areas and bronzing up my forehead and neck as well. For blush today, I'm taking this Baked Blush by NYX in Chiffon, and I'm just blushing my cheeks. Then I'm going to go in with this Lancome Luminous Gold highlighter on my Anastasia A23 brush, and I'm adding the smallest amount at the tops of my cheekbones. For lips today, I'm going to be lining them first with this NYX retractable lip pencil in the shade Nude, and then I'm going to go in with this NARS Chelsea Girls lip gloss. I'm going to set my skin with some Smashbox primer water. You can use any setting spray that you want, and then the look is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!